Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today, we are Sans Hat plus a new microphone, and Contingency Contract is in full swing. If you guys are one of those people who's worried about getting Risk 18 and getting all the rewards possible, no need to worry. I'm here today to tell you that it is not as hard as you think. It is a little difficult now, but if you wait a couple days, it's not gonna be that difficult. So we're gonna jump right into it, but before we do, just your daily reminder to go ahead and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. That way you're always notified when I put out a new video just like this one. And of course, if you haven't already, go ahead and check us out on Twitch, twitch.tv/xjazz207. Our goal right now is we're trying to hit affiliate, which is 50 followers. We're only about 30 away. I have some real nice plans moving forward for you guys in the future, but in order to get to those, they are kind of locked behind the affiliate wall. So in order for you guys to have more rewards, more ways to interact in the chat, we do have to hit those 50 followers. So go ahead, if you haven't already, give us a follow over there. But without further ado, let's jump right into the video. And on screen right now, you're going to be seeing my Risk 18 run of Contingency Contract. Now, this took a little bit longer than I would have liked, notably because one of the risks I took is one that you should not be taking. Now, this run right here, this is going to be a high-end run. All my units are pretty much close to max. Like Bagpipe is basically max. I think her trust is 100, but it's pretty close. Like Hoshiguma is E2 level 90, M3 her skill 3, Saria same thing with skill 1. So all these units are high-end, but this is just to give you guys an overview of what the run could be week 1. Week 2, it gets much easier. And once I'm done talking about the Risk 18 that you can get with week 1, I will be jumping into week 2 to let you guys know how much easier it actually becomes. But I think you guys have all kind of probably seen the strategy. I don't think this is anything groundbreaking. This just took me, like I said, way longer than I was. If you guys are struggling and really want to get Risk 18 week 1, do not take the rock breaker risk. I was taking that just because for whatever reason, I thought it was going to be easier than taking other risks. And honestly, I kind of forgot about it. And then one of my viewers pointed out like, hey, you probably shouldn't take that. And then I realized, yeah, this is making it way more difficult. So this was actually after trying Risk 18 for several days. I actually got Risk 17 pretty quickly. Risk 18 took a little bit longer, and after changing that, this was like my second or third run, and it was just easy. So, you know, just take a look at your risks. Maybe it's not that hard to switch up. So that being said, like I said, you guys have probably already seen this before, so I'm not gonna show you guys the whole run. It's kind of self-explanatory what we're doing. We're just trying to stall on those heat pipes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk really quick about why week 2 Risk 18 is so much easier than week 1. Everyone says it, but you always wonder why, okay? And I'm going to tell you why, because I think it is substantially easier week 2 than week 1 to get Risk 18. So, over on GamePress.gg, I love their site. It's very good, and they give you all the latest news. Come down here and it shows you what risks you can get, and it does highlight which ones are coming week 2. So, we are going to skip over this infused slug for right now, and I'll tell you why in a minute. For right now, we're just going to skip over it. So, some of the risks that are coming in week 2. We have some updated tile mapping that you can't place on. So, if we look at this top one right here, and if we remember how I was playing the map, right? And that's, I think, how most people are going to play the map. You have these 3 squares in the top left, still completely open. That's where you can put your defenders. We had Vanguard right here. I had Bagpipe. You can put whoever you want, just someone to stall, gain you a little bit of DP. I had a Myrtle right here, but honestly, that's actually not the best place for her, because if you kill a slug, it's gonna kill her. And then we had Feeder right here on the push tile. So that's, I think, the pretty standard configuration. So if we bump up 2 risks to risk 3, we still have those 3 squares for your defenders. We still have that 1 square for your Vanguard or whoever's holding the bottom lane. We still have that square for Feeder. And if you have a Myrtle, you got a perfect square for her right here. So that's basically 2 free risks right there, because the strategy stays the same. And if you're not bringing any snipers or medics, and you shouldn't be, and I'll tell you why in a second, that's 2 free risk. So already, if you can't do risk 18, if you can do risk 16, you're golden. Just slap that on, boom, you're done. Next up, we have the class restrictions, and this is why it's like almost free. right? So if we take the medic and sniper operators cannot be deployed, which if you remember the way I was doing it with risk 18 week 1, I didn't have either of those. So right there, that's an additional 2 risk. So now we can drop down from 16 down to 14. All right, so now we're at a free 14. Like, if you can do risk 14, you can do risk 18 week 2. It's that simple. And then, you know, we can also jump up to the slugs, right? So maybe you can't do the risk 2 slug buff or the risk 3. Maybe you can only do like the additional 1. Okay, well that brings you down to 13. And the higher you go, if you go, and honestly, I don't think that these are going to be that difficult because the slugs are already super weak. They're already super brittle. So the extra HP, like the extra attack might be a buff, right? Because the explosions do a lot of damage. The HP I don't think is going to be that big, just because they're already so weak and the heat pipes just like one hit them. So this might not actually be that big. So already we're down to risk 14. If you slap on the risk 1, now you're down to 13, 12, and 11. And these are really not that big. Like, these are much easier than like the rock breaker buffs. These are, they make it absurdly hard. Way harder than it needs to be. So looking at this, if you're able to complete risk 13 week 1, you should have absolutely no problem getting to risk 18 in week 2. And even risk 11, you still have a chance to get that risk 18 week 2. You just have to take the risk 3 and infuse slugs, and then you got it. So guys, there's no need to worry. Your risk 18 is easily achievable. And guys, just before I go, I am going to throw up for the last couple minutes some footage from Billy. Someone over there did a really low star run, got risk 18. And it's units that everyone should have. And if you don't have them, there are substitutions. But honestly, like, these are all 3 stars. There's a couple 4 stars. It's not a very difficult run. So if you're worried, don't be. I'm possibly even thinking I might be able to get risk 18 on my free-to-play account. It's not really that difficult. But if you need help, like if you need a support unit, there are so many places that you can get support units. If you want a support unit for me, go ahead and add me over on my Twitch channel. Down in the panels, I have my friend code, so go ahead and add me there if you want some help. There's so many people out there who have support units if you need that, but really I don't think it's necessary. I think everyone's account, unless you're just starting, you should be able to get that risk 18. But guys, that's all I have for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, go ahead, click that subscribe button. It lets me know that you guys are digging the content, and it helps you out because then you know when I put out a new video. I'm trying my best to put out videos Tuesdays and Thursdays. So far, it's been going pretty good. Also, if you haven't already, go ahead and follow the live stream over at twitch.tv/xjazz207. We stream there Monday, Wednesday, Fridays around 8 p.m. EST. This week and next week, we will be going a little bit more than usual because Contingency Contract is in full swing. And I'm trying to get you guys as much Contingency Contract content as possible. We're having a ton of fun over there. All the guys in chat are really, really digging it, I think. And, you know, they're making fun of me a little bit for my boomer plays. But, you know, what are you going to do? But, guys, that's all I got for today. I hope you guys did enjoy, like I said. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.